Hi everybody, it's David Fleming here from the Toronto Realty Group, and welcome to this week's Pick 5. This week, guys, I wanted to do something a little different once again. I had an idea, and it came to me in a dream. No, that's not true. Although, to be honest, I do dream about real estate, sadly. No, the idea came to me because a client was asking, of course, about maintenance fees. Asking about maintenance fees and what they should expect to pay. Now, the answer is, it depends. It should really just end there. It depends. It depends on a lot of things. It depends on the building. It depends on the number of units. It depends on the age of the building. It depends on whether or not you have parking or locker. It depends on what is included in those maintenance fees, heat, hydro, or water. And it depends, for the most part, on how well that building is run and managed. So when it comes to maintenance fees, we usually look at the per square foot cost, right? So you might say, my maintenance fees are $400. Okay, well, what does that mean? Do you have a 400 square foot unit or do you have a 900 square foot unit? What is it on a per square foot basis? So I Googled an old blog that I wrote, and it was from 2011. And in 2011, I said that over 70 cents a square foot was high. Times have changed. Inflation, just general cost of running buildings downtown. 70 cents a square foot right now would be amazing. So I want to do this, okay? Let's put together a list of things that we are going to look for in listings as we look at some of the buildings in the downtown core with extremely high maintenance fees, okay? The first thing we want to look at, does this unit have parking? If you have a parking space, it's going to add to your maintenance fees. So if your fees are $400 and you have a parking space, the parking space is $52, so your fees are $452. Most people don't realize that. A locker as well. A locker adds maintenance fees. Yes, it does, because I don't know, somebody might have to go and, change the lock on the door, not yours, you'd have a little padlock, or they have to sweep inside. Everything in a condo is apportioned right down to who has what. So we want to see if there's parking, we want to see if there's a locker. Second thing we want to look at is we want to see what it includes. What does this include? Does it include heat? Does it include hydro? Does it include water? Because if it includes all three and your fees are 80 cents, next door the fees are 82 cents, but it includes nothing. Okay, well, sorry, I think I had that backwards, but you know where I'm going. So that's the next thing we want to look for. Last but not least, I want to look at the age of the building. And most people think that an older building is going to have higher fees. Okay, yeah, sure, for the most part, but there are some older buildings that have very decent fees. And one of those, 25 the Esplanade, their fees ironically went up. They were like 50 cents a square foot up until a few years ago because they were so well managed. Sorry, one more thing I do want to look at. It was just coming to me, and it is going to be, yes, amenities, of course. So if you have a ridiculous amount of amenities in a building, yes, it's going to cost more for your fees. Now, those four things notwithstanding, there are three caveats to this that I wanted to go over. Buildings we're not going to look at, okay? Number one, we're not going to look at luxury buildings. In a luxury building, of course, the fees are going to be higher, okay? Number two, we're not looking at white glove service buildings. So for example, my wife's grandparents, they live at a building on Avenue Road. Their white glove service, they will literally call concierge and say, can you pull my car around? Now they're 96 and 94, and they pay a ridiculous amount of fees, but that is basically like paying somebody to be on call. They bring your groceries up, right? So they have grocery gateway. The concierge brings the groceries up to the door because that's what they do. And that's what you pay for when you're 94 years old. They do absolutely everything. There are three people that stand in the lobby at all times ready to act for the residents. So we're not going over that. And the third thing I wanted to look at, fourth. So what did I do here? I did luxury, white glove. Okay, number three, hotel. Condo hotels, of course, the fees are going to be higher. We're not going to look at those. And last but not least, we're not going to look at small buildings and conversions, right? Because if you have something that was converted, say it's like a house, right? And it was converted to 4 units, or it's a really small building or self-managed, we're not looking for one-offs. What we're looking for are just your typical run-of-the-mill downtown condos that you would drive by a million times and, not be impressed or unimpressed, right? Just looking for average. So here are 3 units that I wanted to take a look at just to show you. And I picked these. Let me go back to them. I picked these because, well, one I used to live in, one I've owned in, and all 3 I've sold in multiple times. Okay, so yes, I go to the St. Lawrence Market area, which is where I used to live when I was downtown. We have the View, we have the Richmond, and then down here we have the East Lofts. So 313 Richmond, not a sexy building, right? This building is, if I had to guess, I'd say about 20 years old. It's called the Richmond. Some people call it Melrose Place because you're going to find everybody you know that lives there. Fine. Not luxury, great amenities, and work with me here, folks. $425.01 for your maintenance fees. This unit is 605 square feet. Do the math. That is 70 cents a square foot. 70 cents a square foot, and it includes everything. I know Snea can probably highlight this, so I'm not going to do that. But it includes everything. Now, it does not include cable TV, because this agent's probably an idiot. It includes heat, it includes water, it includes hydro and central air, right? And it includes parking, because you can see they do have a parking space, common elements, building insurance. Anyways, all we care about is heat, hydro, and water. So at 70 cents a square, that is exceptional. Now, go to the next one here. I used to live in this building. $511.34 are your maintenance fees, 656 square feet. That's 78 cents a square. 78 cents a square, it includes water and heat. You pay your own hydro, and it's got parking. Okay, great. The next one, guys, 138 Princess Unit 1108. Your fees are $684.85. This unit is 922 square feet. That is 74 cents a square foot, and it includes, what is happening here? Taxes, it's all messed up. Okay, it includes your heat, it includes your water, it does not include your hydro, and it has parking. So there you go. So we had 3 units, 70 cents, 78 cents, and 74 cents. Now, how far into this pick 5 are we? I hope I haven't lost you. Now, we're going to look at the 5 units today with very high fees. So when I said that we're not just going to look at older buildings, I meant it. We have 3 units on here that are age 5 years, 6 years, and 7 years. And we have a unit that's 29 years old and a unit that's 36 years old. So keep in mind, we saw units with fees of 70 cents, 74 cents, and 78 cents. Let's go into it now. And the first unit we see here is at 15 Beverly. So 15 Beverly, nice building. Okay, it's called 12 Degrees. It's at a great spot, Queen and Beverly, obviously. It's newer. And you've got what looks like here, $549,000 for a bachelor. There is no parking. Your maintenance fees include your heat and your water, but not your hydro. But they are $511.06. And how big is this unit? 420 square feet. Where am I going here? 420 square feet, $511.06. This is, you ready? $1.22 a square foot with no parking. Can I just remind you that I showed you 138 Princess Street and this had fees of 74 cents with parking? 74 cents with parking. These are $1.22 with no parking. Now, the shame of it is it's a great building. It's a really bad agent because we have what looks like photos, the rendering of the building. So there's the rendering, and there's another rendering, and there's another rendering. All right, so we know how to right-click Save As. And there's, just in case you missed it the first time, that's the same photo. So then you get in and you're taking pictures on your iPhone with, instead of landscape here, I don't know if that's a bed and a desk, but probably. Yeah, I said it was a nice building, and then I went and showed you this, okay? This is a nice building, and this is probably a decent unit for 420 square feet. It's just poorly marketed and poorly represented by an agent that, Jesus. But the point is, guys, why are the fees $1.22 a square foot? And then what are you going to want to pay for this unit? Why do people hire? Never mind. So amenities, right? We said we would talk about amenities. Why am I not surprised they did not list any of them on here? Because it's an agent from Vaughan, Ontario, and this is what happens when you hire a discount agent. Just saying. So 31 days in the market, $549. It's overpriced. But the amenities, okay, what does it say here? Outdoor space is also a bonus. Not only do you have a balcony, you can enjoy gazing at the beautiful city skyline while lounging in the rooftop outdoor pool. I mean, I guess it's better than what I would have expected. So yes, they do have a pool up top. And, you know, is that why you're paying $1.22 a square foot? And I don't really know that you're gazing or lounging or anything up there. So $1.22 a square, right? And this building is how old? 6 years. Do I have more room on this side? Or I'm going to do this. 6 years, because I'm holding my coffee with this one. 6 years old. This building is 6 years old, and the fees are $1.22 a square foot. So if you're watching this and you own an investment condo, I know that you're going to immediately, you're going to get out the calculator. The same one I used to write the grade 9 math exam in 1994. You're going to get out the calculator, and you're going to see what are your fees per square foot. And again, doesn't include parking, doesn't include water, hydro, and heat. This is $1.22, and it's absolutely nutty to me. So the next one we're going to look at here is 109 Wolseley, not Wellesley, Wolseley, Pam, the D is silent. Step Brothers? If you don't get it, you think I'm crazy. 109 Wolseley, great building, right? Another newer building. This building is 6 years old. $599.9 for a 1-bed plus den, 1 bath. Okay. Parking, yes. I like it. And, oh my God, the fees are $1,000. The fees are $1,000. So, man, 109 Wolseley, like, great spot, okay? I want to be in Queen West. I want to be along the Queen Street Strip, and I want to be near Trinity Bellwoods, right? And I can walk out to, right, great commercial retail here, restaurants all the way along. Oh my gosh, I can walk down to King Street. This is amazing. I'm on Wolseley, and the fees are $1,000. And then look at the unit. It's beautiful. It's what I've always wanted. I've always wanted a soft loft, open concept, blow my brains out on furniture, right? But it is such a nice unit, and the fees are $1,000. How? How does that happen? You know? And the one thing I won't do in this pick 5 is randomly speculate on what happened in the building. Could have been anything, right? And as we'll see with another one, which is going to be 50 Lombard, is this one has got a crazy track record. They try to do some crazy geothermal heating system, and in the end they had to take it out, and that cost a ton of money, and they've been paying it off for years. So look, this is a great unit. I feel bad for these folks. I don't know if they bought in when this thing, look at that. You got a balcony that looks over a cute little streetscape of original Toronto houses. It's so nice. It's such a great location, right? I'm gonna go back to that location. You got a barbecue, man, like such a cool building, right? So maybe the fact that this thing is so small, right? Maybe that's a factor. And again, let's just go to the map here. Like, that is such a cool spot, right? That is such a cool spot. But these fees are killer. So $1,006.41 divided by 796 square feet is $1.22 a square foot. $1.26 a square foot. Okay, the Casio's never wrong. What did I get in the grade 9 math exam? It was either 91 or 94. Humble brag. No, but I can't remember. 91 or 94. Mr. Brown was my math teacher. He's probably dead. Anyways, yes, the Casio can't be wrong. It's $1.26, and this building is 5 years old. I'm having trouble reading today. I don't know. I should really increase the font from Arial size 8, which I've been using since university in 1998. Yeah, I think I might incorporate that. I might go to like a Calibri 9. So I can't get over this, guys, and it's really sad. But look down here. Best value in the neighborhood, less than $750 a square foot. Well, no kidding, it's $750 a square foot, because people don't want to pay $1,000 a month, right? If this was $796, okay, 796 square feet times 0.74, the fees would be $589. $589 is what they would be if you were in a 74 cents a square foot building. They're $1,000. Now, one thing, and I don't want to belabor this because I know this would be a long pick 5. Some people might find it a little boring. I've met people that are in banking, finance, good with math, that will say, I don't understand. If I can get this condo for $200,000 less than what it should cost with normal fees, and all I'm doing is paying $500 a month more, $500 a month times 12 months is $6,000. If I'm there for 5 years, it's $30,000. So I'm paying $30,000 more in fees, but I got it for $200,000 less than it should cost. Why isn't everyone doing this? Not rhetorical. That's the argument that people make when they are in banking or finance. I would say accounting too, but I haven't come across that. So it's a very good point, but I would say to each their own, and I would say that a lot of people just can't stomach those fees every single month. So the next one here, guys, is 1205 Queen Street West, Unit 407. Now, again, this is the third building in a row that is new or newer. This is a 7-year-old building. This is a Queen and Dufferin. Now, when this building came out, I thought that's an awesome spot. Now, I know you have a train track here, so I mean, welcome to Toronto, right? I live near trains, but that's an awesome spot. The intersection here is pretty busy, and it always boggles my mind that going south you can turn left, between 4 and 6 p.m. Like, that's a crazy idea. But again, you've got Liberty Village here. You've got Parkdale here. You've got Queen West, King West, right? Little Portugal, Beaconsfield. You've got a lot of stuff happening here. And it's a very cool building. But look at the fees. $682.06. It does include parking. And you're paying, this is so annoying. Taxes are, guys, I'm so frustrated with agents right now. Like, how is everyone not getting sued? You've put taxes included on the listing. Now, you could say it's a whoopsie, or you could say my assistant did it. Taxes are not included in condo fees in Toronto unless you live in a handful of buildings. But none of that matters because real estate agents just do whatever they want because most of them suck. And there's 72,000 of them, and they're absolute leeches, and they do shit like stuff like this. Drives me crazy. Didn't work. So taxes are not included. Water's included, heat's included, hydro is not. But again, I would say based on any listing in the city of Toronto right now, you had better verify that yourself. So $619,900 for a unit that is, where are my notes here, in size 8 font that I'm having trouble reading, 603 square feet. So it's a little more than $1,000 a square, which is actually pretty good, but the fee's $682.06. So $682.06 divided by 603 is $1.13 a foot. $1.13 a foot to live in a 7-year-old building. Wow. Now this one too, guys, this one's a really nice unit, but I don't know that, no staging. I just don't know that I've got a client that's going to say, yeah, I definitely want to pay upwards of $700 a foot. And it's not even the absolute number at 682 or whatever it is. It's the $1.13 a square. And it sucks because this looks like 2 people work from home. It sucks because this is a really nice spot, right? It's beautiful. And it looks like maybe those 2 people are using this as an office because there was no bed. Anyways, oh, there's the bed. Why do people list real estate like this, right? You want to sell your truck? Make sure you smash it with a hammer everywhere. Then drive it through the mud. And then take a photo of it and put it on Auto Trader because that's what people do in the city of Toronto to drive me absolutely crazy. So those are the 3 that are newer. Let's look at the next 2. We're going to go to the next one here, which is the infamous Indigo. This one takes the cake. Okay, so what have we got here? $668,800. It's been on the market for 56 days. Price change. Yeah, no kidding. So this unit is 943 square feet, and it's up for $668,800. That's $709 a square foot. $709 a square foot. In a downtown core where we're probably averaging $1,000 to $1,100 a foot. The problem, guys, is this: $1,237 a month in maintenance fees. Wow. So we have 943 square feet, $1,237.36. That is, you ready? Also used for the grade 10 math exam, $1.31 a square foot. $1.31 a square foot. Mr. DePisa, that was my math teacher in grade 10, 1995-96. $1.31 a square foot. It's absolutely crazy. Now, this is the building I mentioned that is famous for having this crazy, ahead of the curve, geothermal heating system that didn't work and they had to retrofit it. $1.31 a square foot. It's a 29-year-old building. And again, you know, it's a cute building, right? Things are dated like, you know, green granites. I never understood. I never understood that, right? But location's great. You know, I love Lombard. You've got the Spire building on there. You are a block from King Street, St. Lawrence Market, right? It's great. 943 square feet. Come get it while it's hot. Only $668,000. $709 a square. Check this out. See that crane? Yeah, they're building a building there. That's fine. Who cares? You're in Toronto. But my goodness, guys, these maintenance fees. Oh, $1.31 a square. Crazy. Another person that didn't stage. What do I know, right? What do I know? I just stage every single property I ever have. It's the ugliest chair I've ever seen. Oh, man. That's crazy. It's nice. I mean, it's nice. It's just really crappy furniture. Anyways, so $1.31 a square. I can't believe it. It sucks. And then this was listed at $678,888. Their price change was down to $668,800. So they changed the price $10,088. That makes absolutely no sense. Okay, moving along, guys. The last one here. I know there's a lot of talking, maybe about grade 9 and 10 math exams. A lot of talking in this one, not as many cool photos. But again, this pick 5 is more educational in nature. This pick 5 is showing you some of the highest maintenance fees in the city of Toronto. And I hope that by the time you are done with this, you've learned a little bit. So 1177 Yonge Street, Unit 418. 1177 Yonge, right? It's up here at Summerhill. You might say, oh, well, David, is this one of those white glove buildings you mentioned? No, it's not. It's just an older condo. This is a 36-year-old condo. And now we're looking at a higher price point, $1,178,888. I have a client that is of a certain ethnicity that said to me, I hate when people list with 888. Do listing agents really think that we're that stupid? Like, you know, but I don't know, maybe it works. But I've heard that from a couple of different clients that have been like, yeah, cool, the number 8, great, whatever, get over it. So, okay, we are what? 1906.80 square feet. We have parking. No hydros included, right? Central air, water's included, but no heat. So you get water, but you're paying your own heat and hydro. This is the killer, guys, okay? Heat pump electric. I shouldn't be circling that, so now I can do it. Heat pump electric. So not only are you paying, wait for it, $1,906.80 divided by 1,454 square feet is, this is my drum roll, $1.31 a square. Not only are you paying $1.31 a square, you have electric heat, and it's not included in your maintenance fees. Do you have any idea how expensive electric heat is right now? The price of electricity? I don't know if the government made that better or worse, or maybe just passed it along to the next future generation. Not going to get political, David. But electric heat is very expensive, right? Gas is cheaper, faux show. But electric heat, my God. So you're $1.31 a square, you have electric heat, and then the unit itself is like, we haven't even been looking at these because we're just talking about maintenance fees and doing math. So this unit is renovated for what is an older building, and you might say, I really don't like this or that or the other thing, the black backsplash, this bevel here in the edge of the granite. Fine, compared to what these units would look like if they were 36 years old, I think you're doing pretty well in here. This makes no sense to me. That looks like something the kids would run and slide underneath, and eventually one of them would bang their head underneath, because that's what my son would do. Right. So we've got renovated, we've got Perrier. Okay, this is a staged condo. Tell me that staging doesn't work. Seriously, doesn't this look a lot better than those last ones? But here's your electric heat. It's killer. And look at the amount of windows. So you've got windows that sun is drenching in, right? Look at the photo, right? Sun-drenched space. And then you say, well, yeah, I need to cool the place. I need to cool it because it's really warm in here. Oh, it's electric heating and cooling. Yeah, that's expensive. So I like this spot. And again, on a per square foot basis, these guys are asking, what are they, 117 divided by 14? What are they, 800 a foot? 850 a foot? I'm going to get the Casio out in a minute. Right? To live in this area is phenomenal. But the fees are tough, man. The fees are really difficult to stomach. Okay, I think we've seen enough of this. I think once you get to the photo of this, yeah, that's when you say seen it all. Okay, so 1178,888 divided by 1454 and $810 a square foot. What did I say? 800? Thank you, Mr. DePisa. Grade 9, Mr. Brown. Grade 10, Mr. DePisa. Grade 11, Miss Burston. Grade 12, Miss Burston. Mr. Stickney. David, why are you talking? I don't know. I have one of those crazy memories. So, guys, I'm going to lay down a challenge, okay? I want you on your lunch break to try to come up with your grade 9 timetable. First period, math. Second period, keyboarding. Third period, science. Fourth period, gym. Fifth period, lunch. Sixth period, French. Seventh period, I'm going to work on this. Come on, it's fun. Seriously, especially if you have a crazy memory like me. So point being, guys, excuse that tangent, these fees are nuts, right? And the price at $810 a square foot takes that into consideration. So you know what the average price per square foot in the city of Toronto is, or at least you should, right? You see this at $810 a square foot. Put 2 and 2 together, and it's the $1,906, right, with the electric heat. And that's exactly what happens when you've got higher fees. So, guys, conclude and say that if you are, I don't know, on the board of directors in a building, if you are part of the condo community, you need to keep your fees low because you see what can happen here when you've got $750 a square foot for new construction on Wolseley. You've got $810 a square foot to live at Yonge and Summerhill, right? The fees are a killer. And when your fees creep up over $1 a square foot is when you need to be concerned. When the fees are $1.10, $1.20, $1.30, the prices of the condos suffer. Now, on the complete flip side, and I mentioned this earlier, if you're sharp and you're good with money and you're, a risky-ish kind of person, you can pick up a hell of a bargain by looking at a building with extremely high fees, because you're going to pay substantially less for the product and just pay a little bit more each month on your maintenance fees. You may run into the same problem when you go to sell it. The appreciation might not be as much, but you're a smart guy or gal. I'm sure you can figure that out. Anyways, guys, my phone is blowing up, so I will leave it there. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was educational. Next week, we'll go back to some pretty pictures of fun houses. So have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.